I'm gonna show you guys the worst live action adaptation of all time. It's called Avatar: The Last Airbender. They decided to make a live action movie based off of the series. I love live action movies based off of the series. That sounds like a fantastic idea. This is just one scene from the movie. There's a lot of other stuff that happens, but this is the one scene that stands out the most. It's called the Earthbender Revolt scene. He's got his hoodie on. Sure, he's hiding himself.
My name is Ong.
My name is Ong.
And I'm the Avatar.
And I am the Avatar. Okay, he's cracked out of his mind, but my name is Ong and I am the Avatar.
My name is Ong.
My name is Ong. Your name is Aang. Your name is Aang. It's not Ong. It literally says it in the English cartoon that it's Aang. And it reveals him to everybody that he's the Avatar. Okay? Reveals to everyone that he's the Avatar. I ran away, but I'm back now. He doesn't show that at all during the scene.
Time for you to stop doing this.
It's time for you to stop doing this. Yes, Aang, it is time for you to stop doing this. It's time for you to stop whatever the hell you're doing. So that empowering moment that Katara had, they gave it to Aang, where Aang was like, you guys gotta quit doing this. First off, quit doing what? Stop doing what? What are you talking about? Secondly, you revealed yourself to be the Avatar in the middle of an encampment. Everyone already knows the Avatar's back alive at this point. I'm pretty sure in the series, everyone knows the Avatar's alive right now. I think this is like later after he went to that island. I could be wrong. And even if they don't, he's in an encampment and reveals himself to that. Also notice that the entire encampment is in Earth. The Earthbenders are on Earth. They're on ground, stone, dirt, if you will.
The Avatar would have to be an airbender. Are you an airbender, boy?
Leave him alone.
Why did you just go up into an encampment and push the fucking Fire Nation soldier, Katara? And where's your empowering moment? They took the moment that Katara had, threw it on Aang, and they made her go, leave him alone. What did that do? What did that do? You just agitated the fucking Fire Nation in the middle of this camp. In the middle of this earthbending camp where they have earth around them. Let's keep going, all right? He gets really mad, and then Aang earthbends him. And now he's moving his hands real slow. I don't want to hurt anyone. All earthbenders should be dead. Kill them, firebenders. All airbenders should be dead. Good line. You know, he's freaked out by this. Understandable. I'd be freaked out too. Kill them. That's what they would do. Firebenders. No, I don't think they would announce what kind of bender they are. I think they would say Fire Nation, or they would say men or soldiers or something like that. Firebenders? Firebenders! We have to defeat the waterbender and the airbender and the earthbenders! He goes for his boomerang, doesn't have his boomerang. His boomerang's gone. Oh no.
Okay. Everybody can help us now.
Okay, everybody can help us now. Then he gets hit in the head with a little rock. That is not how it went in the series at all. Also, I just realized
Help us now.
you can hear the rock coming before it even appears on screen.
Us now.
Do you hear that?
Everybody can help us now.
And then the bending is just so strange. Like they move their arms so much around to just have that like slow motion thing happen. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So watch him. He swings his arms around. All of that movement to get the fire from the brazier. He swings his arms. Ah! He looks like he's about to take a massive shit. The fire comes from the brazier. Firebenders firebend from their fucking hands. They don't firebend from a brazier sitting conveniently in the middle of this thing. They don't. In this movie, they completely changed it to where firebenders need a source of fire in order to firebend. And then look at this! Look at this! Look at what he does. Swinging his arms, kicking his feet, flinging his arms some more for a spiral fire. Took 2 people to shoot that tiny flame. This isn't the first time that this happens. It's not the last time it happens either. let me show you what happens next. One of the worst fucking scenes in this movie. So, remember how I said it took 2 people to firebend? That one spiral flame, while everyone else is not fighting, you notice that no one else in the back is fighting to help at all. No one's helping the fucking earthbenders. They're just standing there. It takes 5 men stomping their feet and doing a little dance like a monkey. This guy is into this shit. He is screaming to the bloody heavens. Ah! All that movement for that tiny little pebble. For this guy to push it to actually hit the Fire Nation dude. While the other firebenders are just standing there and everyone else is just standing there. They're all just standing and watching. They're watching shit happen. To knock a little pebble into him, and then see that looked pretty. That was perfectly fine. Swung around and it followed his movements, and then he threw up his arms to block it like that, which was really, really good. And then Sokka walks up and kicks him in the balls. That's a very Sokka thing. Sokka would walk up and kick a man in the balls, because that's what Sokka does. Right? And then he bitch slapped him with his boomerang. And then he bitch slaps the shit out of him with his boomerang. Hold on. Let's take an instant replay on that one. All right. So Sokka kicks him in the dick. Okay, that's something Sokka would do. And then here comes the air bending. And Katara's just standing there. And the thing is they made Katara, like, I understand Katara's like a newer earthbender. Or earthbender, waterbender, my bad. God, I'm mixing it up so bad. Katara's like a newer waterbender, right? So she's waterbending and practicing and stuff like that. But she's not even helping. And then all of that movement to push the guy, dude. None of the other earthbenders helped them. No one did anything to help them. And then this is his moment of like him going and pushing everyone back. This outfit actually looks like shit. Then there's exposition in this movie. Their whole journey to the Northern Water Tribe is to liberate earthbending camps on the way to the Water Tribe. No, it's not. The journey to the Northern Water Tribe is where Aang is trying to avoid responsibility. So what he does is he wants to go do all the things he couldn't do while he was frozen in that iceberg for so long. He wants to go to the air temple to go check out the air temple that he was at, and then he gets really upset and pissed off because the Fire Nation genocided the entire air temple to make sure the Avatar couldn't be born. He wants to go penguin sledding, elephant koi riding. He wants to go do all these things and be a kid instead of doing the responsible thing and becoming the Avatar. In this movie, he wants to go liberate all the earthbending camps that they can. And let's not forget that within the first 5 minutes of the movie, you already can set the tone for the movie. Because Sokka, his name is Sokka. Katara calls him Suko at one point. The grandma calls him Sokka at some point. They change the name several times before they actually get back to his name, Sokka. Within the first like 10 minutes of the movie. It's so bad. The acting is just abysmal. The cast is completely whitewashed. It is just fucking awful. It is honestly, in my opinion, one of the worst live action adaptations, if not the worst one they ever did. Because while they got the world right, while they got stuff in the world right, it is an insult. I would rather watch Dragon Ball Evolution. At least they straight up said he's a high schooler doing high school stuff, and they made it more like modernized. This one just feels like they're insulting your intelligence, especially the people who watch the fucking series. We didn't care. It's money. Let's just make a terrible movie. Yes, I have heard what's happening with the new Avatar live action. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna cleanse our palate from that shit movie. We're gonna see the trailer for the new live action series that's coming out, and then I'm gonna tell you my opinion. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That looked so promising. The CGI is not the greatest, right? You gotta understand, you're trying to animate a gigantic fucking flying buffalo. Look at Appa flying in the air. All the tree lines looks beautiful. The lighting is gorgeous. This is really cool. The firebending is so fucking sick and comes from the hands, which is a big important thing. Then there's this little moment right here. This is a very cute moment in the series. Zuko's obsession's good. Everything's looking fine. Even Uncle Iroh looks fucking sick. Uncle Iroh looks awesome. Here's the kick in the balls. This is the thing that is off-putting me. This is the thing that's kind of, you know, hitting me a little in the dick hole, right? This looks fantastic. Visually, everything in this looks great. The trailer makes it look beautiful. However, there's been multiple reports coming out now that the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action series is going to undergo some changes. For example, they took out Aang riding the elephant koi and going penguin sledding. The whole reason that Aang goes to Kyoshi is to go elephant koi riding. He goes to Kyoshi Island for that, and that's when they do the whole Kyoshi Island stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Kyoshi Island. I could be wrong. Is it Kyoshi Island? Kyoshi Island. He rides the elephant koi at Kyoshi Island. Aang traveled to Kyoshi Island with the intent of riding the elephant koi for recreation. On Kyoshi Island, there's this whole Avatar stuff. The Avatar Kyoshi, which is why it's called Kyoshi Island. And there's the Kyoshi Warriors, which is a group of female warriors on the island. Let's start with the first thing. First thing first, I'm the realist, okay? First things first. Aang apparently is getting changed to where he doesn't do some of those recreational activities, and he has from what I've gathered, and I could be wrong, a quote-unquote vision, some kind of vision that tells him to go to the Northern Water Tribe, is what I've gathered. Katara, they wanted to change some of the gender issues that Katara experiences and goes through. Same thing with Sokka, with his sexism. Now, while I think these changes aren't necessarily going to be bad, they could be really good. It just depends on the way that they interpret it and depends on the way that they do it. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. However, the entire reason they go to Kyoshi Island was so Aang could ride elephant koi. He goes on a journey to the Northern Water Tribe to learn water bending. That's the whole reason they go to the Northern Water Tribe. Not a vision. Is a vision. He shouldn't be having a vision. He literally is trying to run away from his responsibilities. The whole point of his journey, the whole point of the recreational activities that he does is to avoid being the Avatar, to be a kid. He never wanted to be the Avatar in the first place. He literally even says in the series, when Katara and Sokka ask him, they're like, why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar? And he goes, because I never wanted to be. That's exactly what his whole journey is, to go to the fucking Northern Water Tribe to learn waterbending and to avoid responsibilities along the way. That is his whole journey, while learning about responsibility along the way, because he has to save people and help people out and do a lot of things. He has to be a kid, but he's also being an adult. It's literally about growing. Katara's misgendering. If they're talking about a specific thing that I think they are, if the thing that they're talking about misgendering is the fact that people in the Northern Water Tribe believe that women belong in the healing tent, that's not misgendering. Like, that's sexism, and it's really bad, but it's such an empowering moment for Katara, because there's a moment where the old guy's like, when they go to the Northern Water Tribe, he goes, you can't be a bender, fuck you, I don't care how long it took you to get here, I'm gonna train Aang, but I'm not gonna train you because you're a girl, and girls shouldn't be benders, they should be healers, so go learn how to heal. She then comes out pissed and tries to whip the old man's ass. If there was ever a girl boss, girl power moment, it's that right there. hell yeah, she's a female and she can whoop ass too. And it's such a good moment. And it's such a big character growth for Katara, because it's like, I can do what you do and I could do it better than you do, and you ain't gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. So Sokka is you know, sexist. Sokka is very sexist. He thinks that, you know, he's a very much I'm a warrior, I'm a man, and the man has to do what the man does. The man has to provide, the man has to protect, the man has to do that. It's how he was raised. When they go to Kyoshi Island, which is another big thing about Kyoshi Island, it's a very important arc for Sokka, because during this time he sees the warriors, the Kyoshi warriors, and wants to train with the Kyoshi warriors because he wants to be a really good warrior too, like his dad. On Kyoshi Island, he discovers that the warriors are females, and he gets conflicting feelings because they're women and stuff like that. And he gets his ass whooped because they're girls, and he even points that out, like, you're girls, I don't want to hurt your dainty little girl hands. And then the girl beats his ass, and he's all like, damn, maybe I was wrong. And then he becomes a Kyoshi warrior with them. He gets all dressed up in the garb and the face paint and the armor and stuff like that and becomes a Kyoshi warrior with them. He literally gets his ass kicked by women and is like, maybe I was wrong. I was so wrong about what my thought process was on these women warriors, and maybe I should just embrace this. And then he grows through the entire rest of the show. He literally hasn't, I don't think he's sexist in the rest of the show. I think he's an asshole to Katara, but he's just an asshole to Katara because it's a sister, and that's sisterly, brotherly stuff. He gets his ass kicked by a woman and becomes unsexist. It's those moments that they plan on taking out shows character growth. Literally, their characters in book 1 is that. They grow from those moments, and it shows people those moments of how, like, yeah, you need to not run away from responsibilities. If you need to not feel like just because you're a girl or a guy doesn't mean that you can't do things, and you need to stop judging people based off of that stuff. Instead of keeping those moments in, you're gonna take them out. Why? Keep those moments in. It's a part of who they are. They grow because of that stuff. They grow so well because of that stuff. Now, like I said, benefit of the doubt. You could write it in very well. I'm sure there's a way that you can flub it and maneuver, monkey fuck your way around all this stuff and write it in very, very good. The vision makes sense. Maybe Sokka has a different kind of development. Little changes like that are not, they're very big because they're the whole point of the characters, but at the same time, you could write in your own way. There's a reason why the creators left due to creative differences, dude. If the creators are leaving their own show because of the differences, because they wanted to keep some stuff in and they're changing too many things, that's not a good sign. With it coming, it's coming out soon, February 22nd. So I'll come back to this and revisit this when it comes out. But if it's just as abysmal and as shitty because of the changes as the actual movie, I am going to be so pissed. I don't think it will. Like I said, there's a lot of things that you can like clearly see. Like this is when Aang gets first out and he knocks all the people down. They have King Boomy in here, which I think is really, really cool. It looks like they have the blue spirit stuff, which is cool. So they're already going into that direction. I did see Jet at one point in time. Oh shit, this is Sokka in the Kyoshi warrior garb. I just realized they better have the cabbage guy in here. If they don't have the cabbage cart, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's an hour-long episodes, which means they're definitely gonna have to take it out. How many episodes are there gonna be? 8 episodes though? Cramming a lot into 8 episodes. If they change some stuff, they can make it work with the series. It just depends on how they change it.